there's sure to be droppings and honkings all over the field. We're here in Champaign, Illinois, Geese Memorial Stadium. What a game and what potential drama we have in store. You've seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. It's the Oregon Ducks and the Illinois Fighting Illini. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to our sideline reporter, Holly Rose.
Hey guys, I caught up with Coach Lanning before the game. They cannot take this team lightly. Just because they're outside the top 25 doesn't mean they aren't a quality opponent. He has been preaching all week just how good they are, particularly up front, making sure his team is locked in and does their job on the road. Guys?
Holly, thank you. Can't wait to see how this one unfolds. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. So Oregon's offense going to get the chance to start this game off. And we've said many times a tight end is the quarterback's best friend, but the last time these two played together, you could make the argument it was even more than family. It was like that being there as a friend who sticks closer than a brother, David.
It was really impressive. I mean, they put up big numbers. It seemed to work every time he looked to the big fella, he delivered. So, elite 1-2 punch. Jesse, how do you slow that guy down?
I mean, you just got to pick your matchup poison, honestly. You can put a safety against him and try to take advantage of the speed, but he's not going to be big enough to match up physically. If you go long...
Got a little grass. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
And as a defensive guy, man, when you play a QB like this that will take off and run and has the speed to make you pay, it just limits what you can do. It limits the amount of coverages. It just makes you play a lot more hesitant. And you can see right there, man, the guy's got speed. Interested to see how this defense continues to attack.
Caught, and he's got room. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as they get him down at the 37.
Gain of 25 on the play. First down for the offense.
The Ducks will snap it on 1st and 10.
Here we go. Ready?
Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
Nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
It'll be 3rd and long on the draw. It's Davison. He's brought down right at the 30-yard line, well within field goal range, but let's see what they do on this 4th down.
And this defense has got to be jacked up, and they finally forced the 4th down, right? They've gotten a couple of first downs, got some things going, but I think it's decision time for this offense. And this D's got to do it one more time, right? They've got to get another...
He's brought down, couldn't find anybody and get rid of the football, and they'll turn it over on downs.
And listen, I have no problem being aggressive on 4th down, but the consequences are that now you got to have your defense go bail you out. So you started the game trying to be aggressive. Well, defense, you got to get my back now.
The Fighting Illini take possession, and their offense will go to work for the first time. And when these two guys are in sync the way they were a week ago, just a nightmare. It's a performance they hope they can repeat this week, Jesse.
And I think a big key in that last game was they linked up a couple times early, had some big plays, and then after that, David, it didn't seem like the quarterback was looking anywhere else. They're going to try and establish that connection and that rhythm early in this one.
And defensively, where is the big fella? Like, I got to identify where he is every single snap and give him some extra attention. So if I route him at the...
Snags it, and there's running room. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Fighting Illini.
This offense is high octane, boy. You just saw it. Not a lot of time needed for them to go all the way and score 6. Well done.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a 2-play drive. And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Boy, that last drive, they had a chance to put 3 on the board and passed. This one needs to be productive, David.
Yeah, I got no problem with aggressiveness. It was a pretty decent drive. This offense isn't fully clicking yet. They need to get in a little better rhythm, and they need to capitalize on those scoring opportunities.
And they've got the weapons to do that too, David. They've got guys that can make plays in space. They need to focus on them and get them the ball this drive.
Now the Illini calling a timeout there first. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. Running inside, it's Davison. It'll be a gain of 6, sets up 2nd and 4.
And a nice job by the offense picking up the blitz, understanding that extra guy was coming, and creating just a little bit of a hole for that running back to slither through and get some positive yards.
And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks.
And it's not sexy, and it's not these long plays all the time. But this QB does such a good job of picking up 4 to 5 and making it where you're always ahead of the sticks and just letting you know, we'll run it. We'll take advantage of this guy's speed, and we're going to make you defend him throughout this football game.
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming. More to throw for it on 4th down. Big man has it. It's a 1st down and more. There's a crease. All the way. Touchdown, Ducks. Looking for the tie with the extra point.
And that's what I think makes this tight end so dynamic. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. There's so many tight ends out there that are just possession guys, and they usually go down right after they catch the ball. This guy has the ability to, with his speed, to make people miss, and he showed it to you right there on that touchdown catch.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Illinois offense returns to the field. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Jukes his way for more. And he's able to shed 1 tackle and gets a pretty good pickup. The Fighting Illini with options here on 2nd and short. He's got it again. The draw draws nothing except a swarm of tacklers. He's stopped immediately. Big 3rd down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. Looking downfield, it's Hauser. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. Illinois runs the punt unit onto the field. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Showing some serious leg strength on that boomer. Fields the punt and looking for daylight. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 31-yard line. Keeping it on the ground inside, it's Davison. He was not going to be denied, discarding tacklers, running behind his pads, and finally down at the 40. Got 8 on 1st down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. Throwing more. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
Well, if this offense is going to win this game, and down the road, if they're going to reach the college football playoff and hope to win a national championship, they have got to keep this quarterback clean. He couldn't do it on that last play.
He's going to take off. That'll be enough for a 1st down as he crosses the 50 and gets it to the 48.
And on the third play of the drive, third down, it's the scrambling ability of this quarterback that goes and picks up the first down. He was so calm back there. He never got flustered. Nobody open, no problem. If you give this guy 1 yard to run, he's going to tuck it and take off, and that's exactly what happened there.
And after the stop, that is going to put a bow on this first quarter. It's been punch, counter-punch throughout the early part of this game as we take a look at the first quarter stats. First play of the period will be a second down. The run inside. It's Davison. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. And the Ducks are facing third and inches. From the gun on third down, Dante Moore. Got the quick pass. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's first down at the 27.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football.
Here's a little room there. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
If I'm building an offense in today's football, it's not around a quarterback that can't run. I'm going to find an athlete that I can give the ball because defensively, it starts to limit your coverages. It starts to limit what I can do. It makes me play the quarterback.
Makes the catch. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Running inside. It's Davison. And again, finds nowhere to run. Maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage this time. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Oregon!
And that's what makes this quarterback so dangerous, fellas. He can hurt you throwing the ball, but man, is he ever dangerous and explosive with his feet. You have got to be able to get this guy on the ground. If you don't, he has got way too much wiggle and speed. You saw it right there.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So the Fighting Illini offense comes out ready to go to work. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Breaks into the open. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. Good work up front to get that first down on the ground, and now they'll go back to work. They'll run play action. Fires to the wideout. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Dropping back, it's Hauser. Fires to the tight end. Continues to fight for yards. He'll pick up a few on the play, just enough for the first down. They'll mark it right at midfield. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Back to pass. Slings it downfield. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. Finds his man. It's Dixon. And he picks up the first down, but he will remember the price he paid after that hit. Illinois picked up the first down. Now here they come again. Got it! for the extra point and the tie.
It's so challenging to stop the middle of the field passes deep down. You stretch me in these zones. I got to run with you in man. It's always a good idea to run those deep posts, and you could tell they saw it all the way. Receiver, quarterback on same page, gets the big touchdown.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, like, you know this is back and forth, and I got to score, and every possession matters so much. What does that do to you as a quarterback?
Well, it puts a lot more pressure on you for sure to feel like I got to make every third down throw. If guys are open vertically down the field, I got to hit them too. We can't let our serve get broken.
It's a fumble. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover. Now we'll hang on here. The coach is calling timeout. He wants the officials to take another look. Thinks he's got a good shot at getting this one overturned. This coach wanted to be absolutely certain on a challenge. He was right. The previous play will be overturned. Fairly manageable distance here on third down from the 27. Incomplete as the screen goes right through his hands, and it'll be fourth down. Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. Fourth down, more. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. And the incomplete pass lets this defense get the ball back for its own. Great field position.
Man, first half being that aggressive on your side of the field, that's a different world. Like, you live in the analytics world, and I know people say go for it more often. I don't see the point in going.
There's some room. Got some room. Headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Illini. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. That's his third touchdown in the game, and he just has 4 now on the season.
Man, I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Here comes the Duck offense to get the drive started. That fourth down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on fourth down. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision-making. We decided to go for it. We didn't get it. And the defense, Jesse, didn't come up big and prove me right.
Yeah, not complimentary football, no doubt. But look, this offense has been in these situations before, so you got to come back out here, take the field. It's a fresh set of downs, brand new drive. Let's go out and execute, put some points on the board.
Trying to escape and get it himself. His defense fully aware that he can run. They stop him after a short gain. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. On the run, it's Davison. Got it up for the first. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
And I love these offensive coaches going right back to your guy. I believe in you. Just because you fumbled doesn't mean I'm not going to give you the football.
Yeah, he's repaying the favor right now to this coaching staff as well. And doesn't it just seem like he's running with a little bit more juice? He looks like
nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
And I think that time he was trusting his pocket awareness and his arm a little bit too much. You've got to remember, you're one of the best athletes in the country playing the position. If you see a crease, you just got to take off and get it.
Rush is on him. Finds his big tight end. Illinois uses its second timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half.
They're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
Let's see what they find in the playbook for 3rd and long from the 43. He's going to run it. He won't have enough for the first down as the defense able to corral him. It'll be 4th down.
Defensively on 3rd and long, you are dropping deep. You are making sure you get at least to the sticks. They got a long way to go. Don't let them throw the football. Make them throw it underneath. And how about this quarterback? He does an unbelievable job scrambling around, now hitting the gas, picks up so many yards. Now he makes it a 4th down and managed so much easier on the offense.
Back to throw, it's Hauser. Stands in and takes the hit. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He's dragged down, but that turnover will be turned around and negated. This is going to be a PI call on the D. That pass interference call will give us one more untimed down in the half. And it's 1st down, but they'll try the field goal in the closing seconds of the first half. Well, players don't really like kickers, but if this guy bangs through this 60-yarder, he'll be the toast of the team. What an absolute howitzer he unleashed off his foot. We played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, kind of the unofficial halfway point of the season. Week 8 and another exciting update from the EA Sports Desk. We start with UCF taking on the number 3 team, the BYU Cougars.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Holly, what did you find out coming out of halftime?
I caught up with the Ducks head coach coming out of the locker room at the half. This is the moment his defense has to get organized. They have been a little problematic here in this first half, giving up too many points. And now, with the opponents getting the ball to start the second half, they do not want that momentum and a positive offensive output right here to change this game. He said our defense has to make a statement and make a stand, and it starts right now. Back to you guys.
Holly, thank you. Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. Snap in the shotgun. Under fire. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss.
That's what this defense has to do, guys. They've got to knock this quarterback down to the ground. He's already thrown a couple of TDs. The only way you're going to stop that is with good quarterback pressure.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. They'll try it over the left side. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the second half. Like coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive team.
To the air, it's Hauser. Oh, they're after him. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the mistiming. Illinois lining up to punt this one away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll take it on the return. Was looking for more running room but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. The Oregon offense is on the field to get this drive going. So they get the ball back after the defense forces a punt, and I'm sure they tried to make some adjustments at halftime after a little bit of a rocky first half. They'll move the wide receiver. Surged ahead for a couple there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Dante Moore throws to the wideout. Catch in the middle. It's hooked. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a 1st down. New set of downs after the completion. Looking for room. It's Hill. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. Looking to fire. Right down the middle. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down.
And I thought the game plan has been so good by this defense, man. They know exactly who his go-to guy is out wide, and they're doing a great job of mixing up coverage, taking that away. Listen, this QB doesn't have to go to him, and that's why I think you look next. Who's your next best playmaker that can make something happen for you? Maybe go find him, because they're locked in on that star out wide.
Another incompletion on third down.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on fourth down, right? Obviously trailing. We're in the second.
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. More to throw for it on fourth down. Looking to the big tight end. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on fourth down, and they keep the drive alive. The Ducks have their offense in high gear. They'll go play action with Moore. The short hands, it's Moore. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
And guys, this is a great time to look for an explosive play on second and short. 3 wideouts to the left. More to the air again. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
Well, you can see the frustration on this guy's face. He's one of the best receivers in college football, and they knew coming into this game that he had to get touches, but you can't say enough about how good this defense has been defending him. They've always had an answer, whether it's single coverage, double coverage, man or zone. They have not let him go off, and that's a big reason why they're winning this game.
And I think that's exactly what we're going to need to see from this offense, man. Once the field starts to shrink, you get on this side of the field, you're down by 10 points, man. You need to put the ball in the end zone. Like, you're thinking touchdown, not field goal. And they really got to be physical.
Fine. Got some room, entered to the goal line. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Ducks! And the extra point pulls them to within 3, 24-21. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown. And it was capped off with an impressive 16-yard run for the score. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Illinois will get things going as the offense comes out onto the field. They still have the lead, but they need to respond to that last score. Offense in an empty set. Wants to throw. It's Hauser. Here's a heat. Picked off. What a play to set him up. The sudden change on the turnover, and man, he was looking for running room. Couldn't find that, but they'll have it at the 22. This offense has it with really good field position. Wide receiver going in motion. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Davison. Tough run, gets it into the red zone, and they've knocked him down at the 17. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Moore. It's complete to the right. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers.
Man, nice job getting the ball out of his hands quickly, understanding the big fella's open. And the big fella, I don't mean an offensive lineman anymore. That's what tight ends used to be. It's just an extension of the O-line. These guys are now extensions at receiver. They can make big plays, get him the ball, run after the catch.
Touchdown, Ducks! And that one will put them up here in the second half. And the extra point is good, and they have a 28-24 lead. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And he got into the house from the 6 to finish it. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Illini offense back onto the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Looking downfield, it's Hauser. Quickly out to the tight end. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. And they'll come to the line just needing a few chain links for a first down. The give to the running back from the shotgun. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
And that's a good sign for this offense. A good third down conversion, running the football. Obviously, last possession was not what you want. Like the interception, the turnover, good to get back on the field, get that first down. Now see how much more they'll be aggressive and maybe want to throw the football and put that mistake behind them.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Back to pass. A little release to the back. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39. Illinois coming back to the line with a 1st and 10. Caught in the backfield, it's Clement. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Handoff to the single running back. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the 3rd period. Midway point in the season, and games like this one can have a big impact on the rankings from week to week as we see upsets happen and favorites continuing to flex muscle. Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. After swapping into the field, they gave him a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on 3rd down. Tight end now in motion. To the air, it's Hauser. Outside the pocket, lets it go. Complete to the left. Touchdown, fighting Illini. And they've moved out front here on the 4th. The Illini are right back in the lead.
Man, this is wild. Late in the game, we're seeing two heavyweight fighters trading blows. The offense scores their last time out. This offense now scores a touchdown here late to get the lead, but there's time left on the clock. Can the defense step up here and make a stop to preserve this win?
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. So a well-executed 8-play, 75-yard drive. And the final 34 yards covered by that touchdown pass. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. Let's go down to the sideline and Holly Rowe.
Checking in from the Oregon sideline, I can see a lot happening with their running back. He has turned it over here in this game, and they are down. They need him to be a little bit better with their ball security. I have seen some coaches go over there, have him put the football in, kind of try to knock it out, get him back to a confident state of mind. He's out there right now. We'll see if they can rely on him down the stretch. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33.
Basic run plays. I don't need a bunch of complicated stuff sometimes. I just need to get the first down and get the sticks moving.
The #1 team in the land on the road and being challenged and trying to save themselves late. Going to try to get it himself. Gets down, and like they say, touchdown, first down, or get down, and he got 2 of those on that one. The #1 team in the country, and if they're the best team, they'll have to prove it with a late drive on the road.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
The #1 team in the land on the road and being challenged and trying to save themselves late. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
the first thing you have to do to make these plays successful offensively is I have to block the edge. I got to get my speedster in space. They didn't do a good job of getting that guy out there in space where he could really use his jets. Nice job by the defense under.
And the defense gets home. Yippee-ki-yay at the 35.
And third and long, and the offense goes with a little play action.
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. There's the pressure. And he never had a chance.
And listen, obviously, at this area of the field, it's a question, it's a debate whether or not you go for that on fourth down. At the end of the day, though, I think this coach believes in his own playmakers, and he's got guys on offense that he feels can make a play in that type of situation, and he's got confidence in him. That time, they weren't able to come up with it. I'm curious to see what this guy does if they're in a similar situation as this game moves on.
I know exactly what I have to do here. Defensively, we've got to get the stop. So we're playing run. We're selling out to run because we're thinking they're going to run the football, and we got 3 timeouts. Let's use them wisely. Let's use those timeouts, save as much clock as we can so our offense has some time on the clock to do some damage when they get the football back.
Maybe some room here. They'll get him on the ground, but he takes it all the way down to the 10.
Fresh legs, man, and it is showing. Of course, this team had the bye last week, and you're seeing it right now late in the game. Running the football, imposing their will against the defense that looks tired. Of course, they had to play last week, and you're seeing that right now.
Looking for a productive play on first down. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 of the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. A mere 4 seconds after the clock stopped for the 2-minute timeout, the defense gets it stopped again, trying to get the ball back. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. With a minute 52 seconds left, the defense will use the timeout, trying to get the football back.
And not a surprise by this offense, right? This is a game management type situation. I want to run the football. I want to run the clock. The clock is my friend with the lead late in the fourth quarter, inside of a minute. I'm going to keep this ground game going and make...
Touchdown, Illinois! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And it was so important for the offense to come up with a touchdown there and not kick a field goal. You're trying to put this thing out of reach. And that touchdown puts so much pressure on their opponent now with less than 2 minutes to go.
PAT. There's sure to be droppings and honkings all over the field. We're here in Champaign, Illinois, Geese Memorial Stadium. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So the Illinois Fighting Illini offense will have the ball first. And standing in the way is one of the best defensive lines in the country.
And if we're just being honest, this is every offensive coordinator and quarterback's worst nightmare. When you've got an offensive line with a lot of inexperienced young players and freshmen going up against a D-line, David, with this type of talent.
And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. The Illini just added to its workload after that last play. It's 2nd and long. He's got it on the right. And they knock him down. There was nowhere to go. Defense is swarming. They come to the line, facing 3rd and long from the 25. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Dropping back, it's Hauser. Blasted as he lets it go. And a big deflection on 3rd down forces a 4th down. Illinois runs the punt unit onto the field. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. Made a defender miss. They were playing with fire on that return, and he got loose for a good return of better than 30 yards. The Ducks offense takes the field for the first time in this game. And we've said many times a tight end is the quarterback's best friend, but the last time these two played together, you could make the argument it was even more than family. It was like that thing, there is a friend who sticks closer than a brother, David.
It was really impressive. I mean, they put up big numbers. It seemed to work every time he looked to the big fella, he delivered. So, elite 1-2 punch. Jesse, how do you slow that guy down?
I mean, you just got to pick your matchup poison, honestly. You can put a safety against him and try to take advantage of the speed, but he's not going to be big enough to match up physically. If you go linebacker, you're not fast enough. So mixing and matching the looks, I think, is the best chance this defense has.
Hey, that's a great job executing the drag route. You just bring the big fella across the formation, wait for him to come open. The quarterback does a good job seeing him, finds him in the hole, hits him. Perfect job.
Here's more to throw. Grabbed in the middle. It's Hooks. Breaks a tackle, and he might go. Knocked down at the 25-yard line. Picked up 10 there and gets a first down. The Ducks come to the line with a new set of downs. Here comes the option. He'll pitch it. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. Looking to fire. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. Slides to the ground. He got away and picked up the first down on a 2nd and long. Down to the 12-yard line, it's first down. They'll run it. It's Davison. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Throwing more. He wants it all. Touchdown, Oregon! They get it into the end zone to pay off that opportunity. Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. Field shrinks, tight end grows. Big targets, big results.
I've never heard it put that way, but you're dang right. That guy is so big. A lot of times you get a DB matched up on him. He can just post him up. A linebacker, he can run by him. So that's why these tight ends are so dangerous down here in this red zone.
Keeps it on first down. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the
Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch.
Man, I love the catch radius on this guy. If you just put it somewhere near his body, he's going to be able to reel it in. That was a phenomenal job, showing you his athleticism and also his concentration, making that outstanding grab.
In football, you hear the term quick, but don't hurt. And you can tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much, got the ball out quick, and obviously was inaccurate with his pass.
Really nice discipline by that receiver against man coverage, because you know that throw is going to be contested with the defender in your back pocket. He fights back to the football. He fights through contact and shows really strong hands on the catch.
He'll have enough to move the chains. It's first down at the 38. Illinois putting together a really nice drive. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up in pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front seven on defense, it's going to be tough.
The give out of the gun. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain. 7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Back to throw, it's Hauser. He'll pull it down and run. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. Illinois lining up quickly.
And man, I absolutely love that from this quarterback. He is not a blazer. He's not going to outrun any defensive backs on the field. But I love when you take the space that a defense gives you. They want to play a certain coverage. They want to leave them all that space open. Nice job taking off, running early in the football game, setting the tone, showing the defense that you're willing to run.
They're going to run it. He had to fight for a couple down to the 33.
Winning first down is such a big deal on defense, like getting them into more predictable situations, more passing situations. Nice job not giving up a lot of run after contact on that first down.
Bringing the heat. It's complete on the right side. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. On 3rd and short, the power run here. Taken down just short of the sticks, but the offense still within scoring range on 4th down. Time has expired here in the quarter, and Oregon has the lead. 1 period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. Illinois looking to convert the 4th down. DB's right up on the receivers. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. And he will not get there. How about this defense stopping that run short?
And how about the defense coming up big on 4th and short? You know they're going to run the football. Great job stacking the box, getting the big stop.
All wideouts, no backs. Keeps it on the draw. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line.
Effective draw plays in the running game really begin with the quarterback. The quarterback's got to be a great sailor. You got to really make the defense think it's pass. You keep your eyes focused downfield till the last possible second, turn around and hand it off. And by that point, the defensive ends have rushed way upfield, and there's less bodies for the running backs to have to maneuver around before finally moving forward.
And the Ducks with the 1st and 10. Dante Moore using his feet to buy time. Got a wide open receiver. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the 1st down.
Man, this guy is so dangerous running it, and the speed can also help him extend the play to hurt you throwing it, David. As a defense, what do you got to do to keep this guy in the pocket?
Well, the hard part is once he gets outside the pocket, you have to play the second play. The first play, everybody had a route to run, but the second play, it's the scramble drill, and receiver's going to break and cut and do something different. So it's so annoying. It's frustrating to have a guy like this that can get outside the pocket and do so much damage.
Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. The run inside. It's Davison. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in.
It's great awareness by the running back, understanding where the 1st down marker is and doing whatever it takes to get it.
The Ducks have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Might be calling a hot route. Moore. Pressure coming. And down he goes. The defense bringing the heat. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Makes a catch. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. It's 3rd and goal and a long way from the end zone. Moore, play action. Pocket breaking down. Trying to find the end zone, and they will score. Touchdown, Ducks! And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. They marched 72 yards, and they capped things off with a 9-yard touchdown pass. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Illinois offense returns to the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great. So I know offensively, I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Looking to throw, it's Hauser. Using the back as a receiver on the screen.
Love the execution there on the screen. The running back shows pass protect, last second turns around, so he's able to get the ball. The D linemen have already run past him. Now he can turn upfield for a big gainer.
Unloads to the wideout. It's complete. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44. Illinois right back to the line. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. This offense has had trouble getting it in gear, but maybe a little life here on 1st and 10. Trying play action. Here comes the heat. Using the quick game.
Now, I know that completion isn't a touchdown. It's not a deep play deep down the field, but how about the strong hands by that receiver making that catch? He made that look pretty routine. He had that DB draped all over him and still was able to help this offense get positive yards.
Grabbed in the backfield. It's Clement. Down to the 30-yard line where he stopped after a gain of 5, and that will be a first down. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. To the air on first down. Complete. Got some room. Headed to the goal line. Into the end zone. Touchdown Illini.
And that's why this running back is so dangerous. It's not just handing him off the football, but he's a weapon in the passing game. You see his ability to catch it, turn upfield, make people miss, and find the end zone.
And the extra point was good. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. They've come out smoking with touchdowns on each of their first 2 drives, and they're back to work now. Here's more to throw. Under fire. Firing to the right, complete. And he's wrestled to the ground.
Nice quick throw there. It's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find your rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these 2 guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on Monday.
Motion from the back. Moore to the air. Hit as he throws. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
And you must do that against a guy of this caliber. This kind of QB will absolutely pick you apart. You got to get hurries. You got to get pressures. And when you can get hits and make him feel the physicality of the game, maybe you can take that guy and knock him down a few notches.
Fires to the big fella. He'll have enough for the first down, and they stop him at the 45. The Ducks moving quickly to the line.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Throwing more. Escapes the pressure to his right. Trying to make magic with his feet. What a nice job by the defense stringing that out and forcing him out of bounds. He got nothing. Now facing a 3rd and long from the 50-yard line. from the gun on third down. Quarterback moving. Trying to make magic on the scramble. They'll force him out of bounds after a solid pickup on the play.
And I really like the belief and the discipline by this QB because he drops back, he wants to throw the football, he sees it's covered, but he says, I can go get it, and takes off and barely gets enough for the first down, but way to pull the trigger, run it, and run it with authority.
He's got an open man. He'll be stopped just outside the 20 at the 21 in the waning moments here in the first half. The Ducks signal for their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Fires to the wideout. Makes the grab. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Quarterback running on the draw. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. After getting knocked back, it's 2nd and goal from the 4. Running inside, it's Davison. Touchdown, Ducks! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. The kick is up and good and put 1 more on the lead. Catches it inside his 20. Chance to really gain some ground. Needed just a little more help to turn that into a big return. They'll mark him down at the 29. Illinois has it teed up, ready to start the second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one. His return is stopped short of the 25. Before we kick off the second half, Holly Rowe, what do you have?
I caught up with Coach Dan Lanning at the half. He is so excited about how his quarterback has performed. They did have a lot of high expectations for him, and he has lived up to the challenge. They get the ball here, and they are expecting to go right down the field, regain some of that momentum that their quarterback had in the first half, and make sure he is setting the tone for the second. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. And the Ducks with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Moore with the play fake. Throws to the wideout. Got a man, it's Moore. There he goes. Past the 10. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Oregon! They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So the Fighting Illini offense comes out ready to go to work. They're looking at a 21-point hole. There's still time to do some work, but there's also no time to waste. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Dropping back, it's Hauser. Fires to the big fella. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Illinois lining up quickly. The corners are walked up tight. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Flips it out on the screen. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. Illinois lining up to punt this one away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Just needs a crack to get a return. Well, they finally stopped him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Quick toss. He made the first guy miss, but there were too many dudes coming to help, and they stopped him behind the line. After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Hill. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line. It's 3rd and 5. From the gun on 3rd down, Dante Moore. They're working that left side. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where...
There's a crease. They'll get him on the ground, but he takes it all the way down to the 10.
You're going to win a lot of games if you can generate explosive plays. That's what we've seen in recent weeks from this football team, but this offense, man, they are every defensive coordinator's nightmare because of the players they've got lining up all over.
Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. It's 2nd and goal.
Well, this defense knew coming into this one, if they could stop the run, it was going to be really, really hard on the offense. And I just love the tenacity they're playing with right now. This front 7 are flying around, getting to the ball carrier. This running back has had nowhere to go today.
Big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
Moore from the gun, trying to convert 3rd down. Hauls it in. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker.
Nice execution by this defense. One of the strengths of this offense is 3rd down. They're really good at it. They were ready. Nice job getting the...
Big tight end makes the grab. First down, still on his feet. Touchdown, Ducks! And they take it in for 6 more points. And the extra point sails through, and they have a 35-7 lead. If this dude were a kitchen knife, he would be slicing tomatoes so thin your in-laws would never come back to your house.
Well, that'd be a good thing. I don't know if I want my in-laws to come back anyways, but he's been on fire. He's been absolutely torching this defense. They've had absolutely no answers for him.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Looking to throw, it's Hauser. The screen, he can go. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. It's 3rd down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. They'll try to run for it. That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on 3rd down. Illinois runs the punt unit onto the field. Oh, man, that is an absolute rocket launcher of a punt. Cover guys do their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. Let's check in with Holly Rowe.
Checking in from the Oregon sideline, there is a lot of excitement right now on the sideline. I see their quarterback going up to guys and saying, let's keep eating. This is what they expected from him, and he has gotten them off to a terrific start. They've got the lead, and he has performed well.
Makes a diving snag along the right sideline. It is plays like that that'll let you pile up some serious passing yards.
Man, what an effort. I mean, the layout to be able to catch the football, keep it off the ground. Nice job by this receiver, and that's why this quarterback's had a day. Guys making plays all over the field.
Got room to work. Maybe a crease. Past the 20. Touchdown, Ducks! Into the end zone with a breakaway score. And with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category. Only took 2 plays to find the end zone on that drive, and gashing them on the touchdown run finished it off. He'll take the return, try to get better field position. He's got great speed. Got a little room. Just a step away from taking that one to the house, and what a way that would have been to end the third quarter. Pretty good anyway as we head to the final period. As we enter the fourth quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Wide receiver comes in motion. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Grabbed over the middle. It's Clapp. Touchdown, finding a run on. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Once the game reaches this point, you start thinking ahead and how you can find something positive to take into the next game.
Dang right. Keep the offense rolling. Try to find some plays that I can use throughout this season that I can have some more success, or I guess have success. I haven't had a lot of success today, but I'm looking for the future.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. He'll start the return inside his 5. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he's stopped right there. Here comes the Duck offense to get the drive started. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football. You preserve the lead. You got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get it.
It's picked off, and that's number 10. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. Out comes the offense as they get set to take over. Gets the back moving. Off play action on first down. He finds a soft spot in the middle. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
Quick release on the RPO. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Back to throw. It's Boyd. He's got it on the move. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch. Illinois looking to pay things off on 1st and goal. Looking to throw. Rushes on him. To the end zone and is picked off. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. Dante Moore throws to the back. Gets it out quickly. Still just plowing ahead. And the tackle is made, but not before. That completion gets them 30-plus. And that comfortable lead they enjoy right now is not slowing down the aggression, not one bit.
Well, I think at this point the coaching staff is just trying to continue evaluating their own players, and I don't hate the mindset. If there's time on the clock, keep trying to score.
They'll snap it on first down from the 35.
Here we go. Let it go.
Oh, he'll keep it on the draw. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
And there's nothing more frustrating than when you get late in the game and you know they're running the football and you don't stop them. It's been that kind of day for this defense. They haven't played well. They're going to have to go to the well. They're going to have to figure some things out. Practice this week, I can promise you, will not be a lot of fun with these coaches.
Moore. Under fire. Working that left side now. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. The Ducks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. He'll do it himself on the draw. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line and a big red zone opportunity here. So now it's second and long. Moore will throw. Forced out of the pocket. Zings it complete to the right. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one. The Ducks come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Snaps it in the shotgun. Just gets rid of it before the heat. He just wisely got rid of that one. The worst thing that can happen to you is to turn it over on first down in the red zone. They'll try it again from the 1 on second and goal. Here's Moore to throw. Moving out of the pocket. And he's run out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they keep him out of the end zone for the moment.
Yeah, I think that's nice discipline by this defense. Doing a good job playing inside out, using the sideline to their advantage, kind of stringing it out, not giving up yards. This is a really good job by the defense, playing fast and playing smartly.
Not able to get outside. They tried to run wide, and they got nothing. It'll be fourth down.
And that's a killer because I'm okay running the same play back-to-back because I believe in that play. But when you get a negative play and now you've backed up, this makes this decision a lot harder.
Push ahead on the sneak. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. So it's an 80-yard drive. It was finished off with the quarterback sneak. Fielded in the end zone. It's Hankins. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. The run inside. It's Valentine. Makes it past the marker. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29. Just complete and utter dominance in this one. Outplayed their opponent and took care of business.
Yeah, total domination in all three phases of the game.
Welcome to Hodson Stadium in Eugene. We've reached week 9 of the EA Sports College football season. Contenders, pretenders, starting to separate. And the Ducks headed toward the ball, and we are ready for action. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Wildcats offense will go on the attack first. And onto the field comes Ncaa. Last time out, completed better than 80% of his passes and a 300-yard day through the air. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Scanning the field, it's Childs. Give him a pickup of 2, now 2nd and 8. What will they dial up on 2nd and 8? Long way to go. Now the play fake. Gets it out fast. Gets it out to the 38-yard line after picking up 10 on that one. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Wants to go right back downfield. Catch in the middle, it's Bush. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the 1st down. The Wildcats can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Keeps it on the option. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
One of the things I like about this defense is their DBs are not afraid to put their face in the fan and go tackle. And you saw it that time with the cornerback making a great play, tackling the quarterback on the option for a big loss.
Oh, they're after him! And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. The Wildcats will have to send out the punt team. They'll look to pin him deep. And that ball will sail into the end zone for a touchback. So Oregon's offense will come out to go on the attack for the first time. And when these two guys are in sync the way they were a week ago, just a nightmare. It's a performance they hope they can repeat this week, Jesse.
And I think a big key in that last game was they linked up a couple times early, had some big plays. After that, David, it didn't seem like the quarterback was looking anywhere else. They're going to try and establish that connection and that rhythm early in this one.
And defensively, where is the big fella? Like, I got to identify where he is every single snap and give him some extra attention. So if I route him at the line of scrimmage and be physical, have that safety help over the top, I'm not letting him beat me.
They'll go to the counter play. And they're able to make the tackle.
And what a great job by the defense here. 1st down, 2nd down, 2 straight runs. They stuff both. And that was a big key for them coming into this game. They want to set up 3rd and long situations. And now those edge rushers can pin their ears back to get after the quarterback. They can mix up and disguise their coverages on the back end, hoping to create negative plays and takeaways.
So the offense, more than happy with the result of the play, will decline the penalty. 3 yards, 1st down for the offense after that penalty. They'll go right back to the run. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the 1st down.
It really shows you his skills on that last run. And I feel like today, if you're a running back at Oregon, you are expected to be explosive. You're not going to...
Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. That's that's the last thing you want as an offense, a negative play, a sack on first down. Here's a heat. They got him. Great pressure by this defense.
It's always interesting to view the good teams, the teams that are ranked versus the teams that aren't ranked. And this defense, man, like, how do they play it today? I love that start, man. Coming out aggressive, flying around, playing like your hair's on fire, getting a sack to start this game, getting a little momentum on their side.
Here's the pressure. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down. The Ducks will line up to punt it away. Makes a nice grab at the 25. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. The Northwestern offense ready to go on the attack. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
The Wildcats peeled off a huge chunk of yardage through the air and now back to the line. Red pass, it's complete. Could not make his way to the corner.
It's hard to have success on wide receiver screens when you're facing press man coverage because your blockers out front oftentimes can't pick them up, and that receiver gets gobbled up as soon as he catches the pass. You saw it on that last play.
And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. How can a stadium this size make so much noise? You can't hear yourself think on third down here in Austin. That defensive front just flat whipped them as they knock him down for a big loss. Northwestern will have to punt it away. He'll try to really get into this one. Punt goes out of bounds, and a really nice job as they stick them deep in their own end. They'll mark it around the 10. Opening play of this drive comes from the 11. Running inside, it's Hill. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Throwing more. That's caught. It's Stewart. And they'll knock him down. Pinned just inside their own 20. They need to convert on 3rd and short. Trying to pick it up on the ground. Changing on the move. It'll be a first down at the 29.
And these third downs obviously are so crucial, and that's why you call them the money down. But just to get the drive started, man, you get the third down, you get a little bit nervous. Nice job executing, running the football, moving the sticks, and now keeping this drive moving.
He stopped after getting a yard out to the 30.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Moore to the air. Just a short pass to the tight end. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. It has been all defense all the time in the early going as we wrap up the first quarter, and the stats certainly reflect that. So they go back to work after the break, and it is 3rd down. Whistle sounds, but they get the timeout called just before the delay of game. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. The Ducks are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. QB draw. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense.
And, man, this is a big decision coming up, right? Like, this is still a tie football game. So
wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. 4th down, Moore. At the 45 on his way. He's got enough for the 1st down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's 4th down, you're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
And the Ducks are moving quickly down the field. Dante Moore looking to buy time. Finds the tight end. He's finally shoved out of bounds at the 23-yard line, and a big pickup on that one. The Ducks go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Moore will throw. Bring in the heat. Back open in the middle. This is why quarterbacks get the biggest NIL deals, because they're supposed to make something out of nothing.
You know what? If he took some of that NIL money, Reese, and spent it on more linemen, maybe he has more protection and more time to...
Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Oregon! They get set for the point afters. We have the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. Coming out with it, it's Grove. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Wildcats come out to get things going on offense. They're looking for something, looking for anything to try to put some kind of score up. Turning it on! Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, to give, looking for room. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Wide receiver going in motion. Off the play fake. Pressure coming, and to get rid of it quickly.
The offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Got his man to the left. They got him free for a big gainer down to the 43. This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far. Starting to get things moving, it's 1st and 10. The handoff as they run the counter play here.
And that quarterback knew the counter run was going to work on that play because he counted the box defensively before the snap. He saw that he had an advantage in numbers and blockers getting a hat on a hat, so he knew that was a green light. As soon as he got the snap, off they go, and it's an explosive play.
Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down. Northwestern comes to the line with a fresh set of downs. Motion from the wide receiver. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Right there to stop him, and that'll be a loss of 3. Now facing some adversity on this drive after the loss of 4. It's 2nd and 14. The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. To the air, it's Childs. Makes the grab. Ran right through the defender, and now he's still running. And they get him down. Northwestern in business in the red zone. They'll try to get the 1st through the air. Pocket breaking down. And they can't make the connection on 3rd down.
I really like the 3rd down play. How are you going to pressure the quarterback? I love the blitz. It fools the offensive line. They get to the quarterback before he has a chance to set his feet, make a nice throw, forcing the 4th down.
They'll run play action. Throws toward the end zone. And it's incomplete. The long pass on 4th down is to no avail.
That is a great job by this defense, coming up big on 4th down when it matters the most. You could tell they were down was locked in on the quarterback. Great job defending the pass, forcing the incompletion on 4th down.
It just left that pass short. Not enough juice on that one. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Moore. Here comes the heat. Gets it to him on the screen. Gain of 6. They're looking at 3rd and 4.
I'll tell you what, if you want to be overzealous and you want to be a blitzer all the time, I like running the screen right behind him. Did a great job throwing the screen. Almost broke this one for a long game, but it just keeps the defense a little bit more honest if you want to start bringing a lot of pressure.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. Sends it back in motion. Moore to the air. Under fire. Intercepted for the 11th time. Going the other way, and he's got room. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the 1st half. They'll start this drive going to the air. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. And it's picked off right at the goal line.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football. He's starting to develop that. His 3rd interception on the season, just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
90 yards in front of them as they start the drive at their own 10. On the draw, it's Davison. He'll push his way forward for a few, and the clock will continue to run.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle him, wear him out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs.
Snags it, and he's open. Out of bounds at the 27-yard line, and this offense needed a play like that.
That wide receiver on the outside is dangerous. When you're playing zone coverage, it's really hard because you're not chasing him. You can't really get hands on him. You got to make sure you send more guys his direction. Maybe slide those linebackers toward that wide receiver so you got a little more help on the outside.
Running out of time here in the 1st half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Keeps it and gets past the chains. Out across the 45 and out of bounds at the 46-yard line. A big pickup here as they try to put together a scoring drive. One more snap coming before halftime. They'll go play action with Moore. Quarterback adapting. Can't make the connection. Incomplete pass, and 1 second remains. And as we work our way toward halftime, timeout on the field. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Here's Moore to throw. Past the 40. He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 31, and a big pickup on that one. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update. Northwestern will kick it off as we start the 3rd quarter. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he's stopped. Holly, what's the story as we start this 2nd half?
I caught up with the Oregon head coach coming out of the locker room. His conversation with his team in the locker room was execute, execute, execute. He understands that here at home, sometimes the crowd is in it, sometimes they're not. He wants them to bring their own energy and to make sure they are executing on every play to start the 3rd quarter.
Appreciate that, Holly. Now on 1st down from the 28. Rush is on him. Those two not on the same page. It's incomplete.
Another incompletion, and I've said that a lot, and these teams are just struggling. I mean, the offense just doesn't know what to do. Nothing's working. Ground game, throw game.
Got a little grass. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line. The Ducks have it with a 1st and 10. Moore, play action. He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them. Didn't get a ton on the return, but the most important thing, he got the ball, and they've got it at the 48.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Find some fresh air. Got enough for the 1st. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down. They've got it. 1st and 10 at the 42. Right back to the well. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. From the gun, running back on the move. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one. The power of Autzen Stadium on full display. The house of loud is deafening on this 3rd down. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. Northwestern will send out the punt team. How about this? It's out of bounds inside the 10, and they're going to mark it right around the 5-yard line. What a great job there. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Davison. He'll slither through and pick up 3 and get it out to the 10-yard line.
The defense wins that one, and the offensive line was challenged by their coaching staff coming into this game to try and get push up front and establish the line of scrimmage. They're going to have to do a better job running than that if they're going to win this one.
Throwing Moore. Finds his big tight end. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the 1st down. This offense will start doing business from their own 18-yard line on 1st down. Bought a little time, lets it go. Got it in the middle, it's Hill. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st.
And I love linebackers, man, that just have a nose for the football, an absolute feel. Great job not losing vision, feeling the running back start to come out of the backfield to catch the football, and then doing the most important part, probably the hardest too, getting him on the ground.
This quarterback, man, looks like he's playing angry right now. He did not like that interception he threw the last time out on the field. You can see on the sidelines, guys, he could not wait to get back out there, and that time it was like he was running mad. I don't even know if he really wanted it.
Oh, he's got some space. And he has vexed this defense with scramble after scramble, has another 1st down.
How nice is it to be an offensive coordinator and you call a pass play, but your guy turns it into an explosive run? Like, that is so much fun to call. Good protection up front, but he just sees space so well. They drop back, he finds the holes, and man, before you know it, he's just chewing up yards and making big plays.
I just love this guy's instincts, right? When things aren't open right away, he never panics. He just understands the situation where he is on the field, and he's so confident in his own natural ability that he has the ability to run, go get the 1st down, keep this drive rolling.
Dante Moore makes the grab on the left. Touchdown, Ducks! A great catch and run for 6. Can these guys just score from anywhere out there? After that drive, it sure looks that way.
And that's what separates really good offenses from great offenses. When you're backed up in a bad position and you can still fight your way out and go get you a touchdown, that's a great drive by the offense.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Pulled and finds his man on the left. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there. And the Wildcats can really attack on this 2nd and short. the back and leaves it. And he had no option on that one. Defense ready for anything, and they stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker really held down this rushing attack that they usually hang their hat on.
Oh, that punt has been cleared for takeoff. Look at it go. And the punt hits ground at the 2 and goes into the end zone. He just missed, hitting them right in the shadow of the goalpost. It'll come out to the 20. The Oregon offense is on the field to get this drive going. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Tries to do it himself on the draw.
Well, we're not quite in the fourth quarter yet. We're almost there, but you're seeing the attitude shift now for this offense. They've got the lead, so they've got to be able to run the football. You're going to see a lot more of that, I think, as this game keeps going on. They're trying to wear this defense down when the game is almost over.
Got his man. Breaks a tackle, and he might go all the way out to the 38-yard line. It's a gain of 15.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
Moore under fire. And the pass falls incomplete. That's how we'll wrap up the third quarter of play. But now, time for the fourth quarter. One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. Chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Sets up the screen. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain.
Love the play by the defense. They just did a good job understanding where the running back was on that play. After the catch, they're able to make the tackle right away, and now they've set up third down.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Moore with the play fake. The sweet feet buy a little time. He's going to take off. They stop him right at the 40-yard line. It's 4th down. Will they bring out the punt team?
You know,
look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on 4th down.
Well, you're up by 2 possessions in the fourth quarter. They're hoping with that conversion they ice the game. They don't get it. It feels like they're going to win, but we've seen crazy things happen in college football, and they've left the door open here late.
Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
I know this defense feels like they missed some opportunities. Yeah, they had 2 sacks their last game out, but they feel like they left a bunch more out on the field, and they wanted to try to get to the quarterback in this game. That was finally the first time they registered a sack so far here. Curious to see how this pass rush looks the rest of the way.
Snags it over the middle. And the Wildcats in the hurry-up. The Ducks signal for their first timeout. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. To the air, it's Childs. Oh, they're after him. Couldn't find a man and just had to throw it away to avoid a negative play.
Third and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, fourth down.
On fourth down, going to the air. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. They spun that wheel of fortune on fourth down and come up bankrupt. Holly Rowe has an update.
Checking in from the Oregon sideline, I can see a developing situation with their quarterback and the coaches. Their QB has struggled here today with the turnovers, and there's a lot of conversation. They're showing him those mistakes on the film, trying to get him to see what he's missing. They want to get some confidence built back up in this quarterback, but right now he's shaking his head like, I've got this, I've got this. We'll see if he really does here to take the field. Back to you.
We'll keep an eye on that, Holly. This offense will snap it from the 42 on 1st and 10. Gain of about 4 sets up a 2nd and 6.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead. The offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Wildcats signal for a timeout. That's their first. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter.
This quarterback's a weapon, not just throwing it, but obviously running it as well. He's a big part of this offensive strategy week in, week out to attack defense. And with that last carry, guys, he's now exactly at 100 yards rushing.
Moore from the gun on 3rd down. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Finds his man. It's Johnson. Timeout on the field. Northwestern has called it. That's their second. They've got one timeout left now. They'll have to choose wisely as to when to use it. And the Ducks are marching down the field.
Here we go. Ready.
Here's Moore to throw. Looking to the big tight end. Working a little foot magic on the sidelines, and it'll be enough for the first down.
You got to love how they just continue to do what they do. It's the fourth quarter. You got to lead. There's no reason to get conservative. We're a passing offense. Great job on 1st down. Better job on 2nd down. This offense continuing to stay in a rhythm.
Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. That timeout taken by the Wildcats is their final one. And they'll have to navigate the rest of this game without being able to stop the clock. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Moore will throw. It's complete to the left. Touchdown, Ducks! And they take it in for 6 more points. That one pushes this lead out a little bit more here in the 4th, and now they can smell 8 straight wins.
And how about it? Everyone getting involved, getting the big tight end involved. This offense has done an unbelievable job scoring points. This defense has had no answers. Just keep it rolling, offense.
And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the 4th. He'll bring it out. It's Grove. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. They'll move the wide receiver. They're going to open this drive with a pass. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
And that's kind of what we've seen from this offense all game long, man. It's been hard. It's been a struggle, and receiver and quarterback just not on the same page. Somebody out wide needs to step up, needs to make some plays for their QB because they're in a huge hole, and they need some explosive passing plays.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. This time he's got it. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. The Wildcats want to pick up the tempo.
Well, this offense has not put their best product on the field today. They've got no points to show for any of their efforts so far, but they've still got a chance. But if it's going to happen, it has to happen now in this 2-minute situation. This is where their playmakers need to step up.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Motion from the wideout. Dropping back, it's Childs. They'll run the screen. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Here's a heat. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense.
And guys, hold that thought just a second, because here comes the 4th down play. If they don't get it here, this one is probably over. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Intercepted. Man, they just can't get anything going. Got some room to run. Touchdown, Oregon! And what a turn of events as this defense gets the pick 6. That lead a little more comfortable now as they close in on extending this winning streak. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, then thought, don't get caught, and he didn't. The pick 6.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too. Now, look at this. I showed you I could be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play, but defense, great job making the interception, and you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Grove. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. This drive will commence from their own 11-yard line. Let's see if he can find some room behind the left tackle. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. To throw, it's Childs. Catch in the middle, it's Wagner. He almost picked up the 1st down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. A 3rd and short coming from their own 20-yard line.
Blue 22. Blue 22.
Motion from the back. They're going to try to throw for it on 3rd down. Takes the easy throw in the flat. They get him on the ground, but they'll move the chains. 1st down, Northwestern. With the clock running, this should be the final play. When you know you have a team outclassed, the ability to play to that standard and finish with a blowout like this is really impressive.
And it's almost like playing against yourself, right? You know you're better. You know you're going to win the football game, but how do I continue to still execute? This was so easy. Great execution. Just beat down in every facet.
And I think as a player, you just love being in such great rhythm. And we saw that right from the get-go in this game. Offense just able to matriculate the ball down the field. Defense was not giving anything up. What a great game plan coming in, and this was just total domination.
This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis, saying goodbye, everybody. ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. You think the fans are ready for this one? The booth's shaking underneath us, guys. The run inside. It's Davison. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk after the 30-yard line. Seems as if these two have been on a collision course for a top-5 meeting like this. And big picture, guys, it can really help their playoff position.
Yeah, we all circled this game at the start of the year. We knew this one was going to have conference championship, national championship, Heisman Trophy implications too, David. So lots riding on this one, and may the best team win.
And this will be huge down the stretch. It gives you a shot in the arm. You prove your worth in this football game, and you start to build your case as you get to the end of the season of why you could possibly get to the best team in the country.
Give to the running back. Could be an alley. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the first down.
That's a first down for the offense.
The Ducks, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Throwing more. Here's the pressure. And down he goes.
That's a great play by this defense. It's hard when you go against the guy that's so good at the quarterback spot. He can make so many plays, but the defense understood that rep. Nice job getting to him, corralling him, getting him on the ground, and creating the big sack.
That last sack got them behind the sticks. It's 2nd and long here. They'll go play action with Moore. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
We're already in the first quarter, but already you get the feeling this could be a long day for this QB. He's already been sacked. He gets hit right there on the incomplete throw. They've got to find a way to do a better job up front of protecting this guy, or it's going to be difficult to put up points.
They're working that left side. They stop him short, and we'll have a big 4th down coming.
And defensively on 3rd down, man, that is absolutely your goal. You want to play top down, play back. If they want to dump the ball off to the running back, so be it. But you got to tackle him, and you got to get him to the ground. And that's exactly what this defense does, and they force the 4th down.
This offense wants to establish an aggressive identity. They'll go for it on 4th down. More to throw for it on 4th down. Rolling right and going deep. And it's knocked away. They'll give up the ball, failing to convert on 4th.
Coaches talk about it all the time. We're going to be aggressive. Well, they're aggressive on that first drive. They go for it on 4th down. No dice. Now you put your defense on the field. I like the aggressiveness, but now you got to deal with some of the consequences.
Running inside. It's Jackson. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Let's talk just for a second about Ohio State. Really interesting matchup here. It's always fun when the top 2 teams in the conference get to square off in the regular season. With all the expansion, it's become a little bit of a rarity, hasn't it?
It has. Obviously, there's so many teams in each conference, but head-to-head still very much matters. So if you're sitting, obviously, at the top like these teams are, the head-to-head this day will really matter down the road.
Yeah, this was a game we circled way back in the preseason, expecting these 2 teams to be as good as they are. And now we get to find out who's the best in conference. Both these teams relishing this opportunity to show not only their opponent, but the rest of the conference who the top dog is.
They've done a really good job identifying mismatches, and they find one out of the backfield there.
Reese, I really don't think it's that hard. My guy is better than yours. Find the matchup across the field. Running back's got some speed. Get it in his hands quickly. Throw it to him fast. Let him make somebody miss against a slower guy that's usually a linebacker.
Well, everybody knew this guy was going to get his touches coming into this game, considering he's one of the better receivers in the country. And to start it off, the offense was actually looking the other way. They were looking for other guys to make big plays, but finally they got the opportunity. They were able to find some space.
Makes the grab in their space. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown,
Nice play call, nice design. Get the ball to your speedster and let him do the rest. Try to find a way to isolate guys and get matchups, and you did it with your running back, slash receiver there, and he did the rest.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finish it with an 11-yard touchdown dart. On the run from inside his own 5. He's out of bounds at the 25-yard line, gets it right back to the touchback position, and the offense will take over. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs, on first down finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points, but they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
Got 6 on first down, now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Dante Moore. Looking down the middle. He's got an open man. And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45.
Ooh, that's a nice throw. Great accuracy there. And when you think about Oregon quarterbacks, I know we think about guys running around a little bit, but think back to guys like Dan Fouts, A.J. Feely. How about that name? Joey Harrington, of course, Justin Herbert. These guys could thread the needle from the pocket, make all the throws. This guy here reminds me a little bit of them.
The Ducks right after the huge play through the air back to the line. Moore to the air. With the catch, it's Hooks. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
Well, I know at the end of last year, a lot of people were wondering what was going to happen with Dante Moore. Was he going in the draft? People were talking about him being the first overall pick after that blowout loss in the playoff to Indiana. He decided to come back, and no one is happier than Dan Lanning in Oregon and the fans. And by the way, this quarterback room now, David, loaded. Of course, they got Dylan Raiola from Nebraska as well.
Yeah, and Dante Moore, to me, like, does he take that next step? And you saw flashes of Dante Moore where it's great. Like, it is elite of elite in the Iowa game a year ago when you needed it, had to have a play, he could make it. Can he continue to be that guy consistently and not make some of those mistakes? Because there is no denying this dude's talent. It's upper echelon level. It's first-round draft pick type stuff.
It's picked off. 13th time he's done that this year. Didn't get a chance to show off those running skills, but he gives him the ball at the 29-yard line.
And I tell you what, when defenses play zone, all eyes are on the quarterback. You have a zone to drop to, but you're setting on the quarterback, reading his eyes. Great job by the defense, understanding the ball was coming out, breaks on the football, goes and makes the INT.
Let's see what they have dialed up as this drive starts from the 29-yard line. Here's Sayin to throw. Bringing the heat. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. 4 wide out set, 3 of them to the left on 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Got his man on the right. Out across the 30 to the 39 after getting 10 on that one. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Looking for a man. It's Sayin. Fires left side. It's Smith. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here, and we've come to the end of one, and let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second.